Hi, welcome to our June Streaming Story Spotlight. I'm Beth, an Adult Services Librarian at the Rocky River Public Library.
Hi, Beth. This is Mary. I work at the reference desk in Adult Services at the library as well.
Thanks for joining me today, Mary.
You're welcome.
So today we're going to talk about two movies that we're featuring this month. We're going to be talking about Miss Juneteenth and Stonewall Uprising. And they are both available for streaming through Canopy with your Rocky River Library card. Both excellent topical films to watch, especially in the month of June. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Stonewall Uprising, and I'll let Mary talk a little bit about Miss Juneteenth. I was lucky to have the opportunity to watch both of them. I think they're both really powerful stories that deal with really topical information. Stonewall Uprising has many firsthand accounts of the Stonewall Uprising that took place in the New York City in the late 60s. It was a really wild time and a huge turning point for the LGBTQI plus community. And it really set the stage to allow people to fulfill their civil liberties and kind of change our culture for the better and empower people to utilize their civil rights. But the thing I loved the most about it is how many firsthand accounts there were. There were firsthand accounts of the rioters and the people who were there protesting these continuous police raids on the Stonewall. And then there were also a firsthand account of a police officer that was there. So it was really interesting to see both sides of the story. And then, how these people have been able to continue on with their lives. And it has given me such a huge respect for the LGBTQI community, the discrimination and the horrors that they've had to live through. And I'm so humbled by these people's ability, or any especially like gay, proud, transgender people of that generation who experienced such hatred, to be able to feel confident and safe. I don't know that they can feel safe. They should be able to, but to be able to live their lives for themselves and as their true selves. And it was all because of the Stonewall Uprising. And it was such a powerful documentary. It was not a light watch at all, but it was really powerful to just see how recent the tides have turned, and our culture has come to accept who people are, who they are, and they need to be able to be who they are. So it was great. If you should watch it sometime, Mary, when you're ready to take it on, because it is a heavy subject, but it was great.
Yeah, I regret that I had such a busy month. I didn't get a chance to get that in. It's definitely on my to watch list. It sounds fantastic. You're right. I mean, this is Gay Pride Month. I mean, what a fantastic month to view something like this. And it sounds like it was definitely moving. I will definitely watch it. Thanks for that great review.
Yeah, give it a try. I watched Miss Juneteenth too, and that was a very sweet story, and it really like a powerful story of resilience. And tell us a little bit more about it, Mary.
Yeah, I did get a chance to watch Miss Juneteenth, and I loved it. I really did. It hit all my marks. So Miss Juneteenth, I'm sure, I don't know if our viewers are aware that it celebrates the anniversary of Juneteenth, which Juneteenth, if everybody is not aware, celebrates the emancipation of those who have been enslaved in the U.S. It originated in Texas. So just a little bit of history. This celebration of emancipation took place 2 years after slavery was outlawed. But Texas was one of these states that was slow in their rollout of that, because they didn't have many Union troops at the time when the Civil War ended. So that's why they were kind of slow on the bandwagon, along with some other states like Kentucky, and I can't think of another. So that's just the history on Juneteenth. So this is about the woman that wrote it. Her name is I wrote it down, Channing Godfrey Peoples. It's a young woman. She's also from Texas. She grew up on the south side of Fort Worth, Texas, and so Miss Juneteenth is an actual pageant that still goes on in Texas to celebrate Juneteenth. And so what I really loved, this is essentially a story about a former beauty queen of the Miss Juneteenth pageant. And she's a single mother and how she's preparing her teenage daughter to be in the pageant. So that's basically the crux of the story. But they do it, the actors do a wonderful job in it. It really talks a lot about being a single mother. It talks a lot about community. The film itself has just some wonderful cinematography in it, in that, you see the pageant poshness, you see the beautiful gowns and how they prepare at these mansions with tea. So you see that whole aspect of it set against a low income area in Texas. And so you see that as well. So, and I loved how it portrayed Texas. So this movie came out in 2020 and it's pretty modern day. I believe it is supposed to be a modern day story. And the main actress of the movie actually has a date with a man who shows up on his horse. So this stuff still goes on in Texas. You really get a strong flavor of Texas watching this. But the biggest thing that everybody's going to love about this is the mother-daughter story. You're just going to root for both of them and you'll love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I really appreciate the recommendation. So check them out, Miss Juneteenth and the Stonewall Uprising, available for streaming with your Rocky River Library card on Canopy. And next month, we are going to be featuring another round, the Danish Foreign Film Best Picture for the Academy Awards. Thank you for this recommendation again, Mary.
I'm so excited about this, so excited. And I'm just going to throw in there really quickly that we are talking about this with Film Club. If you don't know about Film Club, go to our calendar and sign up for it. We're going to be talking about it on the last Thursday of the month, the last Thursday in June. But if you can't make that, definitely watch it, and Beth and I will be talking about it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Mary, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Okay. Thanks, Beth.